evening, YouTubers. The new Time Travel Jaime 88. I'm back with another Star Trek VHS review. And tonight, I am going to review Star Trek, The Trouble with Tribbles, Episode 42. Yep, this is one of the best Star Trek episodes of all time. And I love this episode. It's one of my favorite. This story originally broadcast on December 29th, 1967, and it started 4523.3. Now, in this story, the USS Enterprise, Kirk and his crew discussing about the late 20th century and the conclusion of Battle of Dontu 5. However, a message from Commander Uhura about the emergency happened on Space Station K7 and issue a code alert. However, the Enterprise got there and Kirk decided to cancel Red Alert. So Kirk and Spock beam over to explain what had happened. So, in charge of Sherman's planet developer is Niels Barrett, and the say on his aide R. Darwin. Nobody knows that he's a Klingon agent, and they looking for keeping the Quadrilateral Kali. It's a grain, the planet with tons of it. So Kirk ordered 2 security guards to protect it from misuse of Priority 1. And they met a dealer named Cyrano Jones and discovered that a Tribble, a skeptical, a furry creature. Back on the Enterprise, Kirk received a message from Admiral Fitzpatrick about any aid that Barrett required, that the Klingons arrived with 100 kilometers, and Kirk orders a red alert, but instead they discuss about the attack. So when they beam back on the Space Station 7, they met Captain Kolarth, played by William Campbell. So they arrived on a shore leave. In the recreation room, everybody on the board gave birth. Uhura's Tribbles was multiplying. However, McCoy is discussing about the Tribbles almost produce 50% of metabolism. So Kirk told the crewmen they were going over to a shore leave on Space Station K7. But unfortunately, the shore leave has been cut short because there is a fighting going on, and one of the Klingon called the Enterprise a garbage gal. So, who threw the first punch? So, it was Scotty. He confessed to Kirk. So, he's confined to quarters. Back in sickbay, Spock and McCoy continue to paralyze the debate of Tribbles. Then, Kirk on the bridge and find out the Enterprise bridge is overrun with Tribbles and continue to multiply. So, Kirk orders Uhura to get Jones out of to get all the Tribbles out of there and hold Cyrano Jones. Spock berates Jones for removing the Tribbles to make money, and Niels Barrett come over to confront Kirk about the Quadrilateral Kali. He claims Jones is probably a Klingon agent. Kirk went and Spock back on the Enterprise and found the cafeteria is covered with Tribbles, and his chicken sandwich and coffee is gone. It's been Tribble all over the place. And the Erdons. So, the Enterprise, Kirk tells Uhura that they're beaming over and find that the Tribbles are all over the place in the storage compartment. And climbed out of the pile of Tribble. The estimate that's 1,007,561 near Gorge. He said Kirk, his order the project turned to a disaster, and he will call Starfleet Board an inquiry. And he said, and one of my favorite scenes said, "I'll hold you in arms if you don't shut up." So, the Tribbles that find out why they all died. However, R. Darwin poisoned all the Tribbles on there, and Kolob demanded Kirk an apology for harassing my man and treated them as criminals. With his tricorder revealed that Darwin to be a Klingon, he poisoned the grain. He said, "I will never see the fuzzy, miserable things again." And R. Darwin was taken into custody. And then Kirk and Spock told Jones to 20 years in a rehabilitation penal colony to give away all the Tribbles. And at the end of the story, Scotty tells Kirk, "Where are the Tribbles?" He gave them to the Klingons. There will be no Tribble at all. All right. So my thoughts on Star Trek the original series, The Trouble with Tribbles. It's a good episode. I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite scenes where Kirk tells McCoy tells Kirk, "You see, the Tribbles are born pregnant." We're seeing it quite like a time saver. This is the funniest episode, and I really enjoyed it. The Trouble with Tribbles gets a 10 out of 10. Let's take a look at this VHS. Here's Uhura and Chekhov in this blue border. The original and uncut television series. Here's the front. There's the spine. The other spine. The top. And the back. Here's the Trek trivia. Veteran character actor William Shatner has appeared in many films, including The Man from Planet X. He's perhaps best known for playing Patty Duke's father on The Patty Duke Show. William Campbell previously played Trelane on Squire Goffos. Will Besser, Mr. Lurie, best known for playing General Kirk in TV's Time Tunnel. Here's the tape. Look like with the sticker label and label. And yes, at the end, it has the Desilu logo and the Paramount Blue Mountain logo. But sadly, there is no previews on this blue box release. Alright, that's it for this week's Star Trek VHS review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Check out next time I'll be reviewing Mud's Woman. Till then, rate, comment, and subscribe.